All right. Good morning. Welcome in. We'll talk Jeff Lebby, Hell State football, right here on the Out of Bounds Show, 105.9 The Zone, ESPN, brought to you by the Reuben at Older Brother Bistro in Starkville. It's amazing. I had it last week after we did the remote in Starkville. They also have Key City, Mississippi Queen at Older Brother Bistro and at Two Brothers, and it's delicious beer. It's local Vicksburg Key City beer. Pick some up today. It's funny, you always have split groups in a fan base. And as you read the boards for Jeff Lebby and Hale State football, you have some that are questioning the recruiting and whether or not Lebby can get this done, which is an absolutely legit question considering they went 2-10 last year and were not competitive. And then you've got another group that says patience. You have to, this is going to take a few years. So first of all, you don't have time. This is football. It's the front porch of the university in the Southeastern Conference. If you were in the Colonial Athletic Association or whatever the hell that is, then that would be fine. You could do this. But the bottom line is you have to be winning and if not winning quite as many games as you want to win, super competitive. I mean, you've got athletes everywhere. There should be no reason why you can't compete. As Greg Byrne told me, or said to me 16 years ago, I don't understand why this program doesn't win in football. And eventually he would make the hire to go to 13 straight bowl games. And God knows how many NFL players that were sent. We talk about them all the time, right? Y'all know the drill. All right. So I'll do the strengths and the weaknesses around Lebby. The weakness is the first 3 weeks he was hired, there should have been an absolute and total focus on the portal. They had several $1 million by then. They didn't the year before. Arnett had no money. The year before that, Leach, even though he won 9 games, it was still in the infancy stage, and they didn't have any. But by the time Lebby got hired, you had several $1 million. Bottler, your general manager, should have started the same day as Lebby. So instead of chasing like Michael Van Buren and that class, the 90% of the time should have been focused on portal and getting better overnight like an Indiana did and a Texas Tech and some other teams. Arizona State, Dillingham has flipped it in 1 year. So this is what should be expected of Jeff Lebby. And Dillingham doesn't have near the assets at Arizona State or near the portal money or near the staff. I mean, there's 900 people working in the SEAL building. So, the whole goal needs to be winning SEC football games. But I think Bottler did a great, everything he could do this past cycle where they spent well over $10 million on the team. And I don't know what that means as far as wins, but I don't know if you'll ever be able to make up for, high school recruiting should not have been a focus. It should have been the portal the first 3 weeks. Bottler didn't get there till January 2nd. That was after the December portal thing, as y'all know. And again, I think Bottler's done a great job since. So I don't know if I don't know if you can recover. I don't know if you can recover from 2-10, but we're going to see. As far as the offensive system, it's probably the best offensive system that you've ever had on campus that Lebby's running. As far as modern era you can do everything that you need to do. You can run the football if you have the right personnel. You can run the football. You can throw it. It's what Heupel and Kiffin and all these other coaches are doing. Okay, and it's definitely a modified air raid, which is where Bryles and so many of these guys came out of the Leach tree 25 years ago. You already know all that, so there's no point in. But Lebby's offensive system is good, and he's developing into a good OC. But you got to have a quarterback stay healthy. Levy's decided to run it back with Blake Shapen and run it back with Coleman Hutzler. I'll get to Hutzler in a minute. Levy has all the charisma in the world. I was with that Nashville group last week. Didn't even know I was going to till they contacted me. They brought 6 kids down from Nashville. One of them committed the next day, even after, or maybe he committed there and didn't announce it to the next day. I don't know. Other people keep up with all that. But I went to lunch with them at Tay. So I've got some parents there, and there's some other people in the world of college football. And the one takeaway was, I mean, they really like Levy. So his likability factor is through the roof. That's a good thing. He's got charisma. Now, another question people are asking, does this staff recruit enough and work hard enough? I think it's worth asking. And, just because you're liked doesn't mean you're going to make it. We've had a bunch of coaches that were liked that didn't make it here, that have come through the state of Mississippi. David Cutcliffe and Bob Boyd. I mean, people love David Cutcliffe and Bob Boyd. Loved them. I mean, Bob was a big personality, but Cut was a nice guy. I mean, right? I mean, he's the green sweater vest at Christmas, drinking the eggnog, that's got a smile on his face and not trying to talk politics or tell anybody that he's got a better job than someone else at the Christmas function. All right. I mean, David Cutcliffe, nice guy. Bob Boyd, nice guy. Rod Barnes. People liked Rod Barnes. I mean, he was a good player at Ole Miss. I know he went to the Sweet 16, but it went off the clip. People liked him. But so you want to avoid the Jimmy Carter being liked, okay? Like, you want to be liked like Ronald Reagan and Obama were liked, and also people who built power and influence, right? You don't want the Jimmy Carter, peanut farmer, likability, golly gee shucks. That's not what you want for Levy. You want Levy to be liked like coaches that are winning, like Kiffin and Mullen and others. So I think the offensive system's good. I don't know what to tell you about Blake Shapen. He's been injured his whole career. He's a super nice young man. I think he's very talented. Levy decided to run it back with him even after he got hurt last year, and that's the third time. He got hurt twice at Baylor, and he was productive at Baylor. You didn't really get to see what you wanted of Shapen and Keon Coleman. Coleman, the most talented receiver you've had in 30 years on campus. You're going to hate to see him at Missouri. You play at Missouri, I think a little bit later in the year. I think it's the next to the last game, actually. It is. So it's November 15th. I won't be going, but if y'all want to go ahead and go to Columbia. I had some other, staff is average at best. And other than, what's his name? Holdbolt or whatever, the offensive line coach is a maniac recruiter. Outside of that, do you have enough recruiters on staff? It doesn't look like it. Now, the Mike McIntyre hire, if he's running the defense, you may have a shot at surviving this year because he is one hell of a football coach. And if he's really the de facto DC, with the transfer portal haul, you may be able to get to 5 wins with this brutal schedule and extend this whole thing and then get going in 2026. Mike Detillier, WWL Radio TV New Orleans, coming up next on the Farm Bureau Insurance Guest Line.